Okay, I had a bit of a minor just
Why won't you fall?
is gone. And little agenda is
Σου ότι επιπάβει να αποστηλωθείς εδώ. Ο σύζυγος Σιμών βρέθηκε.
as for location of death. Task. Finding what task I need at. Cross here before I get attacked by sharks. So far, no sharks. I don't even think there are sharks in the game. So, that's a good thing right there. Now, obviously, we're almost 1,200 from it, the closest we've ever been. And so far, we are those guys. I think I should have taken some other way up rather than non-real. If I were to fall back down in reality, but in here it's fine. Now, like a Okay, now. As I'm saying, we're overlooking what's going downhill. Pathway, surprisingly. And looking at an amphitheater. I think I was either I was here and I forgot I was there, or I was never there. But I travel all this way to see an amphitheater. It might as well be worth it. Climb up here. Probably climb up here. I'm playing. Where I must. I think I might have taken the long way. Now I see olive wood. Let's then I'm on. I want to do it safely rather than jumping off the side. That works out good. Already down there.
Thermopylae. They say you can't walk this battlefield without getting blood on your toes. This is where Leonidas was laid to rest. I wish I had...
If you close your eyes, you can hear them. Their final war cries, before every last one of those brave Spartans perished. Their voices were silenced that day, but their story will be sung for an eternity.
You didn't bring me here to talk about dead Spartans. What's on your mind, Herodotus?
The Battle of Thermopylae still echoes in our hearts. But to stand here is to feel it in your bones.
There's nothing here but ghosts. My concerns are with the living.
Hold out your spear.
My spear? What for?
I need to know something.
Herodotus!
I'm fine. I'm fine. The stories are true. That is the spear of Leonidas. The hero's blade.
Where were Sparta's allies?
The Spartans weren't alone in facing Xerxes and his hordes. Many from across the Greek world were armed and ready to fight alongside Leonidas and his 300. But when the mighty king looked into their eyes and saw fear, he sent them home.
That sounds like madness, not bravery.
It was foretold by the Pythia that Sparta would lose either its freedom or its king to the Persians. Leonidas made his choice.
What happened to Leonidas after the battle?
Xerxes was famous for honoring warriors who fought valiantly against the Persians. But Leonidas infuriated him so much, he cut off his head and impaled it on a pike. A bloody battle ensued. and his remains were reclaimed by the Spartans and buried here. Now, however, he rests where he belongs.
In Sparta. What happened to the traitor, Ephialtes?
King Xerxes paid him well, but treachery breeds treachery. A contract was put on his head, and he died as he lived. A coward.
You knew this would happen.
I didn't know, but I did suspect. There is a place I convinced myself was a dream. Until now. A peculiar structure on the island of Andros. Mysterious shapes carved in stone. Like nothing I've ever seen.
You want to sail to Andros so you can show me shapes?
In my travels, I heard whispers of an ancient civilization. A people who came before. Your spear and that place are connected.
You mentioned the people that came before. Who were they?
They were not gods, but they lived far longer than any mortal, and were far more intelligent. I've seen carvings in caves, strange symbols that suggest it was this ancient civilization that created humankind, and provided them with fire.
But Zeus blamed Prometheus.
Yes. Well, perhaps his eagle has been feasting on the wrong liver.
The spear awakened to you, Herodotus. I trust you.
You understand. I will do everything in my power to help you find your mother. I promise. But first, we must sail to the island of Andros.
I'll meet you at my ship.
Welcome aboard the Adrestia, Herodotus. Will you be traveling with us?
Only for a short trip. I have business to attend to in Athens.
Herodotus is helping me find my mother.
Seeking help from the gods has put Herodotus on your path, just like they put you on mine. They work in ways beyond our
Well, I
comprehension.
guess.
And all we can do is follow their lead.
You could be right. Herodotus and I share enemies too.
Like in Pinor.
He is, once, part of a very powerful group called the Cult of Cosmos that controls the Greek world through the Oracle.
Control the Oracle! Impossible! Apollo would not allow that.
Now they're looking for my mother. I need to find her before they do.
And I believe they will hurt others who oppose their views along the way.
By Hermes! The Oracle lost to corruption, and now this cult? Do we know who leads them?
I don't know for sure, but I think it might be my sister.
Your sister? By Zeus, your life is complicated.
Tell me about it.
But don't you worry. This cult of Cosmos now has 3 new enemies. And one of them fights like Athena and shits thunder like Zeus. We'll bring the wrath of the gods down upon them.
Is he always this positive?
Always. That's why I like him.
Poseidon, carry us to Athens.
First, we need to go to Andros.
To Andros, then. We're going to have to do some upgrades to my ship if we're sailing into war.
What do you mean?
Well, she's old, and perhaps...
Does require a little.
the best condition.
You couldn't have said this before we set sail? Where in Poseidon's name are we going to get the supplies?
My father taught me that the sea takes, and we must do the same. Fortunately, there are plenty of pirate ships in these waters that we can board and take from.
What are we waiting for? Let's hunt some pirates!
Lucky we got out of that alive.
Rowers, go!
Faster! Our oars can't keep this up!
But I'm not giving up. As y'all know.
Lock the ship!
Good thing is, the ship is docked closer to the middle of the water.
Lokris, land of salt. And more salt. I should be extra careful in this area.
Just like I thought would happen. Difficulty of and most of them are level 50. I was just curious as to what was there. A lot of people should. Getting pretty good. He's at level 13. Ironic part of that is that I'm 2 levels short of where he's at. And Salt Bang, only I could ever see.
It's for your own good.
Are these people harassing you?
Harassing him? We're his parents!
I told you, Mother. This is for your protection.
Protection? From what, exactly?
He just got back from Delphi. Spoke with the Oracle. Been out of his mind ever since.
She revealed my prophecy. My mind has never been more clear. She said I would do unspeakable things to my parents. That Mother's blood would stain the earth. And Pater will scream to the gods in agony.
Well, the Oracle does speak on behalf of the gods. If she says Mater will bleed and Pater will scream, then it's wise you've locked yourself up.
You see? The Misthios agrees with me.
Oh, Supidio, you believe complete strangers before your own parents.
Not just strangers, Mater. My own gut tells me these things will happen. Unless... you can help me.
Here we go.
You could save my parents from my vicious wrath.
You don't have a vicious bone in your body.
Quiet, Pater. Me and the Misthios are talking. My sword and shield. Gifts from Mater and Pater. We must return them to my parents, so they can defend themselves from my ferocious temper.
All right, Supidio. I'll get these weapons for you. For a price.
Of course! My parents will gladly pay you for your troubles.
What?
What?
Seek out Costa, the village blacksmith. I brought him the sword to be sharpened not too long ago.
And the shield?
This will be trickier. I'll explain when you return from the blacksmith.
Can't wait.
Misthios, have you changed your mind? Will you bring the sword and shield to my parents? It's the only way to stop the prophecy.
You are being superstitious.
You mustn't free me. These robes are the only...
So,
thing between my parents and my wrath.
probably be
Where's Misthios?
the other one.
Go see the blacksmith and get me my sword.
Eros on Earth. My name is Costa, at your service.
Alexios.
Whatever you need, name it, it's yours. I could bend some metal for you, oil those rippling muscles, fix that broken spear.
I'm looking for a sword. Belongs to Supidio.
Ah, Supidio. Love that boy. Bit on the thin side, if you ask me. His parents feed him nothing.
Yes. Well, he needs his sword back.
And I'd love to give it to you. His sword, I mean. But I can't just hand over swords to every gorgeous warrior who walks by.
Give me the sword, and I'll make this a day you'll never forget.
Oh, I just, that would make every dream I've ever had come true. There's just one tiny problem. You see, my spear is also broken, if you catch my meaning.
Shame.
But there are special flowers in the forest beyond Xerxes' military fort, planted by Aphrodite herself. They really help to, reforge, if you know what I mean.
Fine. I'll get the flowers, and you'll give me the spear. I mean, sword. Don't go anywhere.
Now we have to gather flowers. That's a lot of it.
They'll be on high alert here.
Wow. Battle is very but how to study the basic habits of a bear. Oh wait, I know how. Go play assassin. Stay fun and interactive way with no bears. Obviously, when bears get up on their legs. For a bear. A brown bear. And this is what happened. And I'll be right back.